It is Santosh Hegde who has stressed on the need for the Lok Ayukta to fight corruption effectively and form an effective Jan Lokpal bill. Speaking with Times Now's Prema Sridevi.
I am with Karnataka Lokayukta Justice Santosh Hegde. Thanks a lot for talking to Times Now, sir.
Yes.
Now, please tell us, tomorrow is the all-important meeting of the first meeting of the Joint Committee. What are your expectations? What is the agenda going to be?
Well, look, the agenda is to have a very strong Lokayukta within the framework of Constitution and nothing undemocratic about it. We have our points of view, the government has their point of view. We'll discuss that, and I'm hopeful we'll be able to convince the government the need for a Lokayukta is not in dispute. I mean, Lokpal rather, is not in dispute. In the last 40 years, this is about the 8th time the government itself is bringing about a law to have a post of Lokpal. The question is, what sort of an institution are you going to create? Are you going to create an institution which will be able to serve the purpose for which you are mean, or you are creating a dummy? Sorry, go ahead.
Which is very much why people like Digvijay Singh have been saying that he had just made a comment wherein he said that all-powerful Lokpal bill is not in the interest of the nation, and this will not counter corruption. And also he said that he was not in favor of a bill like this which would look into the PMO, as well as he said that the right that the parliamentarians enjoy, that also should be kept in mind. How do you want to see those statements?
I don't know. I have not heard the statement. I wish I had known more about that, because one of the performing Lokayuktas of country is in Madhya Pradesh. Must have been created during his time as the chief minister, or must have been prior to that. Secondly, all-powerful Lokayukta is not good for the country. I am unable to understand. There is so much of corruption which is admitted by the government, which people know about it and all. It's being inquired into. It's only a dispute is in regard to the zeros in that corruption. It's not really the existence of corruption. How can anybody say that institution of Lokayukta should not be all-powerful? Institution of Lokayukta should be autonomous. It should be against all people, all public servants, and it should function in a manner within the framework, at the same time without any fear of any other institution.
Mr. Anna Hazare, he had said that all the proceedings of the Joint Committee will be recorded on camera for greater transparency. So are we going to see this right from tomorrow?
That's the demand of the Jan Lokpal Committee, but I believe there has been reactions from the government saying no. They don't want it to be published, because then discussions can't be very candid. There are strength in the argument of both the sides. One is from the side of the Jan Lokpal Committee, it could be said that let the whole country know what was discussed openly. Therefore, they will have no doubt about that, and this is some sort of an involvement of the country and the people of the country in this. At the same time, the other side can argue that if you are in camera and going to be projected all over this thing, I can't candidly speak about certain things and all. This will be discussed tomorrow's meeting, I'm sure.
Exactly, because a lot of Congress leaders, they had said that if it is on camera, then free and frank discussion will not take place. But do you really think so? What is your opinion?
Well, certainly I want it to be in the video thing, because what I say today, tomorrow I should not deny. It's possible if I'm not on record in the public eye, then I may deny it. Very many times we hear about people making allegations and next thing say, no, I never said that and I've been wrongly quoted by the media. This way I think people will watch. But this is a very insignificant thing of the lot. I am only interested in institutional integrity being protected by a good law.
Yeah, so till a decision on this is taken, tomorrow's meeting will not be on tape. Till a consensus is reached.
I suppose so. Because the decision has to be taken, then the arrangements must be made for the videographing and then telecasting, whatever it is and all. But that again, I said, it's incidental. First of all, let us all focus not on the shortcomings or the stories that are coming out about individual people in this committee or that committee or this thing. Let us focus on something which really works for the people of India. It's an admitted fact that the corruption is on the rise, and it's really reached the peak. If we don't fight corruption, I don't think we'll ever be able to have international status.
Since you spoke about the individual members of the panel, because there are certain reports, certain people have been saying that people like Prashant Bhushan, Shanti Bhushan, who are on the panel, have not declared their, have evaded property tax and things like that. So do you believe in these things, or do you think that there is a concerted effort by a certain section to somehow defame the members of this panel?
I spoke to them, and I do feel that there is an effort on the part of somebody. I wouldn't know who it is right now, to defame the members of the of the Jan Lokpal committee. Annaji's name has been taken. Arvind Kejriwal's name has been taken.